Hello there, Gemini. Happy July and welcome to your monthly forecast. Great to see you, and we're going to change things up a little bit format-wise this month. I really want to start focusing more on using mediumship and intuitive skills. I have a spread of cards here that I've already pulled out, but I want to focus, instead of pulling each card up, talking about the cards, really focusing on the message and the delivery of the message for you. The first and most obvious benefit is that I'm going to be able to give you a much more concise message. And the second is that I'm going to be able to share this with a bigger audience. Beginning this month, all of the videos will be both on YouTube and IGTV on Instagram. So I hope you enjoy. And for those of you that watch from month to month, you know that that's really my purpose. I want to reach out to as many people as possible and help create that sense of awakening, enlightenment, and bring a higher frequency to the planet. So without any further delay, let's get straight into your forecast for this month. As I was tuning into your sign this month, the key image that came through was a group of people surrounding you. I think that teamwork is going to play a very important role in whatever you're doing, whether it's getting through a difficult patch in your relationship, or trying to get a project finished at work, or maybe in school you're trying to push through something and you need assistance. Lean on those around you. They're only going to help strengthen and increase the integrity of whatever it is you're struggling with or trying to bring to fruition. Sometimes we have months where, it's a hermit month and you work alone. This month there is power in numbers, so don't shy away from that. In addition to channeled information, I also look at what I call a catalyst, which is something that kind of sets the motion off for each month. For you, it's going to really hinge on your leadership abilities and your capability to allow or to help people understand what is expected of them. So even if you're not in a position of power at work, this could also mean your leadership abilities in your relationship, in your family, or just your own self-organization, etc. This is a month where you really want to express and own those skills. Don't second guess yourself. The clearer you are with everyone around you, the easier it is for them to really meet you where you need them, and also the easier it is for you to keep track of things. So really try to anchor yourself in feeling confident, express yourself using clear words and expectations. Know that this is what's going to bring you success, particularly since teamwork is playing such an important role for you this month. When I look at past influences, one thing that I'm encouraging you to release is any sort of harsh criticism that you might have received, or perhaps you might have even been thinking about yourself. You've learned whatever you needed to learn from that. Now it's time to move on and embrace all of the good stuff that is happening this month. And there is quite a few nice developments, which I'm going to get into in just a moment. Before I get into that, I really want to discuss a couple of the challenges that you might be facing. What I see here as being pivotal to you to overcoming any sort of blocks towards achieving your goals is trying not to become, again, too isolationist this month, trying to kind of put yourself in a corner, disengaging from groups. It feels like that did serve you in the past, but it's now time to come out of your shell. And I think what's more important, and maybe some of the reason that you might have pulled back a little bit, is how are you feeling in your life in this moment? There seems to be a sense of longing for discovery, for exploration, for new adventure. And if that's the case, it's perfectly normal. That's a perfectly human response to, sometimes when you get settled into life. If that's the case, then set up a plan for what you can do to create or establish growth opportunities in your life. Because I do feel like it's a good time for you to start to plant those seeds and to start to have discussions. At work, it can be about career development. In relationships, it can be taking the next step. Where are we going? And in just your life in general, whether or not you're working or you're retired or you're single or married, it really is sort of, what is your big experience about? What are you seeking? Because this month, and I've seen this across a few signs, there's a chance to make and break cycles, particularly for you. That's your crowning message. And I think for you, right now, I'm getting a feeling that you're tired of compromise. And so if there's something that you want to fight for in your life, that you really want to create, this is the time to do it. And for some of you, that might mean you're going to walk away from a traditional job and sort of create your own business. Or maybe it's a chance now for you to seek out a management position where you're going to have more control, more autonomy. And it seems like that's the next step for you. So if that's what you're looking for, plant the seeds now. Remember, nothing happens overnight. And looking at what's been going on right now, I feel like environmentally for some of you, you may not have just found the right pocket where people understand your point of view. The environment seems like there's a little bit of stress for some of you. So seek out your next experience and make sure that the job or the situation or the environment around you is nurturing. Think of it like soil for a plant. If you just keep reusing the same soil, pretty soon the plants don't grow as well. In your life, you have to mix things up a little bit, and you have to kind of try new things and put your roots in new areas sometimes. So I feel that there's a sort of a beginning. You're on the precipice of taking some sort of a new step. What's important for you to do, though, is the soul searching right now. On the bright side, I feel like this month the energy is very good around the first 2 to 3 weeks. So a lot of productivity, a lot of recognition. And again, if you can master that combination of teamwork and leadership, leading within a team, that you're actually going to be set up for success. And this will give you a chance to figure out what the next step is. And I think that's the most important thing for you to do this month. Let's go ahead now and expand the forecast. We'll take a look at health, wealth, love, and destiny. Your health message really centers around listening to your body and not delaying if anything feels sort of out of sorts. Likewise, if you have just kind of been putting off kicking into a new workout routine or changing up your diet and eating right, the main thing that I'm seeing this month is no more delays. Take advantage of now. Start to make plans today. Reach out, make that appointment with your doctor if you haven't seen them in a while. This is a month to be very proactive. Don't wait for something to happen because it is all avoidable, and that's really the message that I'm receiving. This month, the message about money is to really prioritize relationships first. If there is something that's business related or money related, it's better to keep that outside of the relationship arena. Sometimes there's overlap. When that happens, make sure that everything is sort of written out in paper and that the two of you have an understanding of what's expected. If you're going to lend money, it might be better to just give someone money because there could be an opportunity for them to have trouble paying, etc. So try not to mix work and pleasure or relationships and money, and know that when you do, you're going to have to step in that situation with great caution, because I really do think that you want to preserve the relationships you've built. So let that be your keystone as you work through all of this. For love, the message is to, if possible, be more spontaneous. Also, just to be a little bit more adventurous. So if you're single, this is about trying new ways to meet people, not always sticking with the same sort of situations. In an existing relationship, however, this is about surprising your partner, being playful, taking the initiative sometimes, and just trying out new ways to be together, whether it's on a trip or you set up a date night or just let them know that you care by doing something in the house. Whatever it is, this month is really about showing rather than saying, and trying things that are outside of your comfort zone, and really using your intuition to show someone that you know who they are and that you know what makes them happy. Your destiny message this month is to understand how to navigate politics, but also how to avoid them. By removing the mask and letting people see who you are, you also bring in people who are no longer hiding behind a projected version of themselves. The truer you are, the more authentic you are, the more authentic the relationships and the business experiences and life in general will be for you as well. So that brings your monthly reading to a close, but remember that you can follow me all month long on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, as well as my newsletter. There'll be a link below that will allow you to connect to all of those. You'll also see links that will allow you to book a session if you want to talk a little bit about something that's going on in your life or your own intuitive development. Finally, if this is a video that you like and you felt that it gave you some sort of insight for your life, or you like my developmental videos that I've been doing, and you just want to say thanks, there's a link below that allows you to give a donation of any amount, as little as $1. These resources are directly responsible for creating videos just like this, so please do give back if you can. Otherwise, just like and subscribe, especially if you're on Instagram, as I need to grow the audience in order to do longer videos, which I'd love to do in the long run. So at the end, I'd just like to extend a little bit of heartfelt gratitude. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your journey. More importantly, thank you for the work that you're doing on yourself. I want to continue to encourage everyone to raise their frequency, shine brightly, and make this a better planet. Much love and light now and always. Thank you.